We can't have that, man. He did enough last season.
Yeah, I like that. I like that, Downs. I like it. What do you say?
I don't know. It sounded like T-Mac clown pants.
And the visitors making an immediate and for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These the new power rankings. They tell a great story. They fall in the rankings this time around. Not an easy situation.
And I think for Pittsburgh, they've had an interesting start to the year. Lately, they've put together some nice wins, and you get the general sense that they're...
Oh, that was something else.
That was nasty. Add that one to LeBron's highlight reel. How about the creativity in midair?
And there's the pass to Barrett. James against Young. Dishes to Morris. And the rejection by James. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely. Nailed from three-point land. Reagan, 1991, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick. Your son going through it right now.
Yeah, no doubt. Listen, everyone wants to see what you've got. And also, you want to prove that you belong. And so, because of that, though, especially in today's game, sometimes judgment comes way too quickly. And we've seen it with a lot of great young players that because they come in a lot earlier in terms of their age, it may take them an extra year or two to figure it all out. And so the teams that are most patient in allowing those kids to mature at their own level tend to be the ones that get the higher rewards.
Indeed. And we see so much impatience, and it causes problems. Hayes, the pass to Beverly. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
A shot that Beverly's developed. Once you have the floater, you don't always have to get to the rim.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And they double up James. Here's Hayes, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Marcus Morris picks one up there. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Hayes hits them both. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Now here's Reddish, defended by Beverly. Young outside. Just 5 on the clock. To halt the run. Pittsburgh gets it back with a new 14. Here's Reddish. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Beautiful find by Carter. Sees the floor really well for a young big.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Dwayne Casey gave me a few minutes to catch up with him, and he was quick to point out the danger Trae Young poses not just as a scorer, but as a distributor. His quote was, "His skill as a passer is overlooked, but we're not going to lose sight of that. We have to make him play the game on our terms. He can't be dictating the pace." So they're going to try to keep Young under control, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Morris, no good. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. The shot misses. So Pittsburgh will take it the other way.
And even though they're one of the top teams, they drop the season series to this squad. So sometimes matchups play a role.
Reddish's shot is good.
He's still adding muscle to his frame. Cam Reddish is showing us his ability to play through contact and finish.
LeBron passes to Smart. And Kevin Love, the bucket with the assist from Smart.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Here's Young. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
You know, defensively, you try to do everything possible to get a hand up on Young's shot, but he just ignores the contact and plays through it.
Beverly deciding where to go with it. Here's James. Pittsburgh pulls it in. In transition, here comes Pittsburgh. Reddish kicks to Barrett. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the first. Now Young. Three-pointer. But they recover it. Carter. And that one released in time, but no good. And so the first quarter is in the books. They're up by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Pittsburgh, looking at who they've got out there. Barrett is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Trae Young. Then it's Wendell Carter. And it's Reddish in at the 2 guard.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that can lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
Barrett the pass to Young. Barrett against Beverly. And it's blocked.
At the point guard position, Patrick Beverly is a great shot blocker.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Man, I'll tell you, when you get your floater game going, it's a tremendous weapon.
Here's Young. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. And so it looks like Pittsburgh will retain possession here. Pass to Reddish. Lets it go from deep.
Beautiful contest there by one of the most tenacious defenders in the game, Patrick Beverly.
Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. And fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first half.
One thing all scouts love about Cam Reddish, for a wing, he has a huge frame that typically bodes well at this level.
Now here's Beverly. He had a 36-point outing in the last game against San Antonio. Outside, Smart. 5 to shoot. From outside the arc. Pittsburgh pulls it in. Carter's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Reddish. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Smart.
Watching Cam Reddish, I see all-star level potential. It's going to be interesting to track his development because he's still establishing his identity.
1:10 left now here in the second. LeBron with it. He's got 5. And the dunk by James.
Driving with that kind of speed and power, LeBron bulldozes his way through contact.
LeBron against Young. Shot from the wing. Offensive rebound. A nice shot by Carter. Carter's got his first points in this one.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why, lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Hold on!
Kevin, you got to buckle up on that one. You know, not many people want to step in front of LeBron. Once he gets up a full head of steam, can't say I blame him.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Young outside, from deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range. Young's got it all tied up now for Pittsburgh. LeBron drives in. He kicks it to Beverly. It's not going to go for him.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
It's a tie game. All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. A tremendous game we're seeing from Cam Reddish. He had 12 points. And that does it for our half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from Cam Reddish.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
And on the floor for Dwayne Casey starting the second half. Kevin Love out there with Hayes. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's LeBron James. And it's Beverly in at the 2. And here's Beverly. He has 6. The fadeaway, and the shot is good. The Pittsburgh League has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from James.
Understanding that defenses are going to guard against the drive, LeBron counters from the mid-range.
On its way from Young for 2. It's rebounded by Hayes.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
And Love throws it down.
Beautiful pass. LeBron, fun to watch. Intelligent, outstanding read.
Pass to Reddish. Carter left side. Young outside. Lets the 3 fly. That's in there. Carter with the assist. Carter's got 3 assists now in this one.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
LeBron kicks to Smart. Love inside, covered by Morris. Beverly, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Patrick Beverly is an irritant. You hate playing against him, love playing with him.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Reddish. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
A solid shooter with good all-around skills. Cam Reddish is tough to anticipate defensively.
He hits both from the stripe. Here's James. He's got 11. Outside, Smart. Back to James. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Pass to Hayes, and it's Beverly atop the key. Love trying to break loose. And the shot is good. The Pittsburgh League has been cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Smart.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Morris, no good. Gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. That's good from Beverly.
A really good second-round pick out of Arkansas. Beverly fits perfectly in that 3-and-D role.
Young against James. Now Morris. Inside and stolen by Love. James looking it over. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
And in the history of the game, few players LeBron's size have handled the ball as well as he does.
The pass to Reddish. Now Carter. Morris outside. And good that time. Morris has got 4 points in the quarter.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the knack.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's James, and James throws it down.
Crazy to think about how many seasons LeBron's played and how many nights we've seen him do this.
Here's Young, 14 points for him. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Here's Carter, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
That is situational bat.
You gotta get back and play with this urgency.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Trae Young is out there with Reddish. Then it's Wendell Carter. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Barrett at the 3. Here's LeBron. Good once again. That makes him 8 for 9 this game.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And here's Young from the arc. Love grabs the board.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
And it's sent back by Carter.
That time, Carter's length and vertical paying dividends. He has tremendous potential as a rim protector. You like that he's still attacking, but the results tonight just haven't been there.
In the corner, it's James. Carter pulls it in. Carter's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Young against Beverly. Looking to get back on track here, and it's laid up and in by Young.
Another area where Young excels, using the dribble to create space for his shot.
Young against James. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Hayes finds Love. 4 on the clock. Pulls from the top of the key, and he nails that one right through the net. LeBron's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know that he's always going to find a way to get the ball in tight situations like that and knock it down.
Young inside, working on James. LeBron with some nice D. Plays it up and banks it in.
Timeout.
James has got 21.
The indestructible one, LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh.
The wheels have come off a little bit leading up to this timeout. He has taken some low percentage shots, and it's killing the flow of their offense. More motion, more ball movement, that should lead to better looks for him and for the entire team.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Pittsburgh's head coach talked to his team during that timeout. He told them this game wasn't over yet. He said, don't give up. If we make a few big plays, we're right back in this game. Stay the course. Back to you, Kevin. Beverly
against Young. Beverly the pass to LeBron. There's the triple. And Patrick Beverly good for 3.
That's what they expect from Patrick Beverly, knocking down the spot-up J.
Young for 3, knocks down the 3 ball. 19 points in the game.
Never afraid to take the big shot. Trae Young, we have to call you Mr. Young.
And they double up James. Well, wide open look for Love. Kept alive. Hayes. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Pass to Reddish. Here's Carter. Another shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You can trust Carter when it counts. High basketball IQ with the skills to match.
1:02 left in the 4th. And they double up LeBron. And Hayes kicks to James. Leaner from distance. Love in the post, covered by Morris. The shot's good from Hayes.
Look at the unselfishness by Kevin Love. Doesn't have what he wants, finds a wide open teammate.
Young passes to Reddish. It's in! And now they trail by just 4.
Big time shot from Cam. This will do wonders for his confidence.
And an intentional foul right there. A bucket here would give them a bit more room.
True, but no need to rush it. Play smart.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second.
You know, the one chink in LeBron's armor, decent but somewhat inconsistent from the free throw line.
Now a timeout called by Pittsburgh. They're trailing by 5. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Out to the right wing. Here's Reddish. Rebounded by Smart. And now they decide to foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6.
And some of what Smart gives this team doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but he makes plays that help you win.
Adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
From outside, off the mark. Now here's Beverly. And so it's a victory for the road team in this one. They seem to relish it. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us.